Right, let's get going. Welcome to the Projects and Amenities Committee. Receive apologies for absence.
Chairman, we've received apologies from Councillor Mystery and George.
Okay, propose that we accept their apologies.
Secondly.
All those in favour?
Thank you.
Are you not voting back?
You can do for, against, abstain, either or.
Well, okay. Declarations of interest. Consider the dispensation in accordance with the Code of Conduct. Anybody? No. Elect a vice chairman for the committee for the remainder of the council year 25-26.
I propose Councillor Batchelor.
You willing to stand?
I'm willing to stand.
Any other nominees?
Is that seconded?
Yeah, I'll second it. But is there any other nominees? No. All those in favour?
Majority in favour.
Yeah.
Do you want me to move up then? You don't have to stay
No,
there.
stay there. Agree to sign the minutes of the Projects and Amenities Committee meeting held on the 28th of July.
Public participation, Chair.
Well, there ain't no.
Right.
Public participation.
No one there. Okay.
To agree and sign the minutes of the Projects and Amenities Committee held on the 28th of July.
Chairman, may I submit my apologies for the mistake in the minutes? I've rectified it, so it just records members' attendance.
Okay.
Hopefully members will be happy to accept.
All right.
Happy to propose with the amendment by the Deputy Manager.
Okay.
I'll
So,
second.
all those in favour?
Thank you very much.
Unanimous. Deputy Parish Manager update.
Thank you, Chairman. I've got two items, but one has got two bits to it. So, if in the minutes of the meeting, of the last meeting, talked about dog enforcement. I've done some research and discussed it with colleagues. Members at the meeting last time really looking for something which we haven't got at the moment and something that we could have but would involve a lot of change, certainly in the rules. To be honest, I don't think current staff could do a full enforcement. So it would be, I think it would be something that council would have to discuss in great detail about enforcement and what, certainly based on the minutes of the last meeting, members wanted to see. So I'm coming back to you and saying it's certainly not forgotten, but it will be something that's put into the budget estimates for for its impact. But I would also say that I don't think there's anywhere in the country that there's actually been successful. Certainly, I know we're talking about enforcement, certainly magistrates' court, I don't think anyone's ever been prepared to stand up and be visibly a witness to it. Obviously, there's an enforcement if the officer was to see something, or body cam, etc. There is an enforcement element, but at the moment, our dog warden is about 1 hour a week is dedicated to enforcement. We're not going to get what some members or members of the public may want to see from that.
I think you find it difficult to prosecute because if somebody doesn't give the name and address, you know what I mean?
I think the Deputy Manager made a valid point there, body cams. Is that something we could look into for the budget for next year for our external workers?
As a general.
Yeah?
As a general.
I think it'd be really good, not only for their own protection, but for also the council to say, this is a situation that's happened, and if we do go down the enforcement line, I think it will also be beneficial for us. So thank you for highlighting that.
I'm going to wear them at committee meetings as well, too.
You said that you got two.
Just the issues again that's recorded on the minutes about the Chelmsford consultation. I think there were some issues about what was actually recorded. I'm looking into that at the moment. Liz was looking into that.
Yeah. Hopefully, the officer at Chelmsford should have been in touch. If he
No.
hasn't,
Not so far.
right? Okay, I will follow that up with another email.
Thank you.
Just add that to the list.
Thank you, Chairman. And my final one is Christmas decorations. Letters will be going out in the next week or so. When I say Christmas decorations, this is looking for sponsorship. So
Right.
this will be going out in the week. So by the end of the week, I'm working with my colleague Lynn, and we'll be getting some information out.
Okay. Any comments? No? Move on.
Thank you.
To note the report from the village team. And appendix
Sorry.
to it.
Apologies, this was only sent out today. It was sent to all members. I've got copies today by email, but I've got copies if...
Have you got one?
No, so I could put it on. Thank you.
As the chairman said earlier, they're what shall we say? They're very detailed. Something that's moved.
Have you?
Is everyone else all right?
You got one?
Copy?
Yeah, I've got one.
You got one?
I've got it online. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. So I don't know if you want to allow members to have a minute or so to have a look.
Yeah.
It's quite detailed. Chairman, you've got one.
Yeah.
I was disappointed to receive the email and the images today regarding the fly tipping at the cemetery. Just wanted to ask what the CCTV situation was up there. If we do have, because I know we've been doing a project within the village of enhancing and upgrading our CCTV, so I'm not sure if it's worth looking at a budget for next year to upgrade that, because that will help with any prosecution or vehicle identifications up there. I'm assuming that the waste has been removed now.
It has. It's been sorted. So the gardeners removed all the green and disposed of all the green composting type, and the rest the warden's gone through and taken that.
Who would go up there and do that?
Despicable, isn't it? Absolutely despicable.
Sorry,
Sorry,
Chairman, on the CCTV, I don't think there's any CCTV up there.
No.
There has been a discussion about having cameras, so like wildlife cameras that catch image. Maybe that's something, but obviously it's up to the committee. But if you're happy to take that, for me to take that back, again, it could be a budget item for discussion.
I suppose it's difficult at that, isn't it, in a cemetery too?
Well, where would you have your main
Well,
hub?
Yeah, you don't
No.
want to be...
Because if you got broke into, they could just take it away.
Yeah, you don't want to
All
have...
sorts of CCTV, but we can have cloud storage that just uploads straight to the cloud. So if they took
Yeah, but you've got to have internet up there to do that.
You can just have a mobile phone, that's the ping for it, so you don't have to have a box.
Yeah.
Quite a lot of people do it because it's a lot cheaper option, which is very similar to what Councillor Blackshaw was referring to.
I suppose the other thing is, because it's in the cemetery, I wonder if... people will understand, I hope, why you're doing it, but it is a very emotional...
So it's a
thing,
difficult
isn't
one.
it? Yeah, it's very difficult.
But I don't know how they got in with a lorry.
We think it was a little truck, but
What?
I can't... I sent a message to Tom Duffin asking him to keep his eyes open because it's that end.
Yeah. I don't know. So do you want to get some quotes for
I think,
CCTV? Just to see what the
I
price is?
think we'd need advice on
yes, I think
what
so.
type of would cover, because they went that way. Next time they could go.
That one, yeah.
You know, I don't know what the best would be.
Why don't we reach out to other surrounding villages to see what they do to help with their security on site? Because that might be a good starting point for you.
Can do.
Yeah.
Will you
So-
pass on thanks to the staff that did do the extra work as well, please?
Yeah.
Thank you.
So it's something the committee wants to see sort of at budget
Oh,
time.
just to,
Yeah, just were the police informed about it?
I don't know.
That's not for the police, it's on the Borough Council.
Is that, I'm just wondering that, you know, that if other houses, you know, somebody might have seen it.
I don't know if it was or not, but I think normally
Is that?
you would
I thought
you
it was
would
an
deal
event.
with
It's a
It's a
civil
civil
offence, which makes it slightly different.
Hmm.
You have the addition of trespass as well. I think that's what you're referring to.
Mm.
So yes, it would be a criminal offence.
Anything else on that you had time? You,
Except to say thank you. Working on the report, it's
Yeah.
very detailed.
Propose we note the report, Chair.
is it certainly all those in favour? Yeah, that's unanimous. Consider report suggested arrangements for making of the centenary on Castle Hill War Memorial in 2026. Appendix 3. I think what we need to do is contact Tarmac and get a meeting with Tarmac with the British Legion, and so that we're all singing off the same hymn sheet and whatever. Then bring it back either to the full council or this one. But we need to start planning now for that.
Yes, agreed.
Yeah, Chairman, Tarmac is definitely aware, and they said to me some months ago, a couple of months ago, that they wanted to be certainly involved and updated. I've done that. They haven't come back, but I contacted councillors because I don't want to sort of stop this development of the project, because
Yeah.
it'll soon be next year, and so it is a bit of a moving target, this, because we're developing as we go along. But we've got the concert sorted, and we've now got, which, what to be fair, was suggested at the first sort of officer level meeting with British Legion, etc. And we've had a quote for £350 for, I understand it's the brass band that we use for remembrance, etc., for them to provide a bugler for the service up at the hill, and for entertainment later in the day.
I should imagine that he'll be in demand, the bugler and whatever, because if there's various things going off, it's going to be...
Well, it's also VJ Day,
yeah.
so the concert we booked with the Bluebells, they have another concert that day, but basically they could honour the time we've asked. But yeah, it's a busy day. All of a sudden, in the middle of August, it's a busy day for that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Can I just ask the committee kind of happy with where we're going on this?
I think, through you, Chair, it's all right. I love seeing the outline of the proposal. I think it's ambitious, but rightfully ambitious. You know, it's the status. I was wondering if the exhibition cost estimate 1,500, 3.9. Whether you might want to consider contacting Tina Robinson. She would be grants@charnwood.gov.uk about whether or not it would be eligible for Charnwood grant funding. The grants have funded stuff for the Heritage Society before. However, it's worth noting that the applications won't open until March, and they will close in April, June, in mid-May, I think. It might be a bit tight to get the money and get it done on that sort of schedule. Alternatively, you could try applying now for 750 towards the costs on what's called a small grants basis. But you can only get up to 750 on that. But again, I would talk to Tina to see whether she thinks it's eligible.
Tina Robinson. Right, thank you for that.
Yeah.
Liz, just on that, would it be the Heritage Society who would apply?
Yeah, technically.
Yes.
Otherwise, we wouldn't get it because if
Yeah.
but
Who would
Ian
from-
can
would
facilitate
from
the
the parish
heritage
council.
group.
Yeah.
Technically being the ones that apply.
Mm.
So they wouldn't grant aid parish councils. We do it through. we do
In
it
exceptional circumstances,
But-
small grants have been given, but generally speaking, it's a lot easier to grant it to
What about the British Legion?
a local society. I don't know if the British. It's worth talking to Tina,
Yeah.
and because
Okay.
she's the one with all the details and all the rules
Okay.
and regs.
Well,
and
thank you very
she
much.
will know. And
Well-
if she doesn't, she'll find out.
Sorry, Chair. Would it be easier if we agree in principle to go ahead with the cost estimate and see if we can get additional funding? At least that way you can
Budget.
get ahead exactly and not have to wait for that small window and then them not arrive, because I think people may be disappointed. So if you're
Yes.
happy for that amendment, Councillor Blackshaw.
Yeah.
Because Chairman, if we got just in here, if we got 2,001 from Tower, and we're looking fairly pretty, even 2,000 would make a difference to what we.
Well, if
put
we're
in.
going to go and sit down and talk to them, we'll offer them five
Oh
to
yes,
start with.
yes, I bet. Yeah, but I'm just saying, if we get more, then well,
Yeah.
Do you,
Consistent.
yeah.
Is there still work outstanding on the memorial? Because the chains were removed, weren't they? Were they planned to be put back?
They decided not to.
Ah,
yes, that's true. But I wondered if we have a meeting, whether even for a short term, because it's going to be like 100 years, whether it would be acceptable, ideal. You can get plastic ones that look like the metal ones.
yeah.
They may not.
Just to make it look.
They may not last long, but
Yeah.
it would look like it was originally.
Yeah.
I don't know what members think of that, but that was a thought I had.
I think for the detail, you can start January, February. But I think at the minute, let's try and get some money in the can
Yeah.
and then we can go from there. But if we put a budget in, like you were saying, at least we've got a budget to work to. What did you say about £3,500?
So at the moment, carrying out the maintenance is 5,000, and then the budget that we've agreed at the moment is 3,500. So you're looking at 9 for those two figures. That's the financial implications on page 2.
Okay. Is that a proposal?
If Councillor Blackshaw's happy for an amendment to...
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, generally, I think the proposal should read that we support the report and.
So we asked for 10 grand then, or
Yeah. I'm grateful for members to mentioning, Chairman, the trees and the vegetation thing. That is an ongoing thing. We've discussed bringing herds of goats on to, which won't work where we are. But and it's the self-seeded trees that are a big issue. But I think it's, again, I'm new, but I think it's the kind of issue that would split a village like this. Is, do we remove them so they can be seen, or do we? Of course, it's going to cost because you're on a hill like that, and also it probably would be a go-ahead, but we would obviously it's a scheduled monument. We would need permission as well. But the trees probably do more damage than cutting them down.
Just a quick one. The monument outside the Peace Garden, is that going to be looked at before the event as well? Because it is looking very tired.
The idea is that that will be visited, be part of the centenary, I don't want to say celebrations, but you know what I mean. So yeah, I wasn't aware that, is it, it's just tired, it just needs a...
I would say it needs some pointing up
The
and some
market
potential
The market cross, yeah.
work doing to it, because the garden itself looks beautiful, and the members that have been down there doing the work, they've done a fabulous job, and you wouldn't want to be let down by the monument outside.
Okay. Take that back.
Just on the fact that it is a scheduled monument, would there be any funding we can apply for through, I don't know, if English Heritage or something similar? Might be able to...
I don't think English Heritage,
cover
they
that
sort
in
of
the
say
buildings,
you
or-
can't do that till you get permission, but I don't think
There's
we would.
funding.
No.
If I may
Yes.
But
it's the remains under the ground that are the scheduled monument. The war memorial comes under a separate classification as a war memorial. It's not a scheduled monument.
It was about the vegetation that's around it, on that
Right,
hill.
yeah.
Just wondering if there was anything
We
that
probably
could...
have to check with them that it wasn't causing any damage and they were happy with the
Yeah.
work that was done. But,
So, are you okay with what?
yeah, we note the report.
just keep on going, yeah?
Yeah,
You're happy for us?
I agree with the financial.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
financial bit is
we read the financial bit and encourage the
£9.5 grand.
deputy manager to look for
9,000.
funding if available.
Well,
Total's 9,000.
if we get a bit more off tarmac.
We can get more.
What, do you want to vote on that, or? Yeah,
Nothing on.
all those,
Alright.
you got a
Second.
second, yeah, all those in favour? That's unanimous.
Great, yeah.
Thank you, Ian.
Thank you.
To consider report of results of the asbestos surveys, management plan required for the parish council buildings. Appendix 4.
So members have had all the reports on this. It's all low. The one that is of concern is the one which is the roof and at the cemetery. And I think members... I think
You got it?
Yeah.
Part of it.
They can- It shows more clearly than in the report from the from VDA, the company that did the impact
Is
of.
that cement
Yeah, right.
So we think
then?
it's
stuff that's
Falling
fell.
behind.
it's mortar or cement that's coming down. I'm going to get quotes. So this and it starts on Wednesday. I'm meeting the first. These are all asbestos removal companies. Recommended by BDA. As I say, it's low, but what we need to understand is, well, it's not very good for that building, for that, and for the people visiting and people working there for that coming down all the time. What we can do, but what's coming down isn't asbestos as such. Whether it's bringing down fibres, obviously we wouldn't know.
Yeah, you don't know what's going on underneath
No,
the tiles
no.
until you move the tiles. Once you move the tiles, you've got to move the tiles.
Mm.
So you're getting a quote for this tomorrow now?
It's Wednesday, sorry.
Wednesday.
Yeah, and then that's the first. I've got two more, and I'll be hearing from them. But he's the first one to come back.
Do you want to bring it back to the main parish meeting? Would it be better to get a quicker...
Yeah, I mean, depending on go to council.
Is everybody happy with that if we bring the quotes back to the main meeting and do it at the main meeting? All those in favour? Yeah, that's
Yeah.
unanimous.
The rest of the sites, I don't think we've got much
Of a
to be
problem.
worried about.
Okay. Consider the sports and recreation scheme update, Appendix 5.
So, Chairman, can I
Yeah.
get you working? Okay.
That's the plan that we've submitted. Councillor Banner.
That's the latest
Yeah.
update.
Thank you. There was just one question. I did ask it before the meeting to the Deputy Manager, but the quorum's noted for the minutes as 3, but the advice we received in email from Ross was 4. So I just asked for clarification, but I didn't receive a response.
You didn't. I do apologise. I forgot. I'm sorry.
What was that?
So on the quorum, the quorum of the meeting.
Whilst I acknowledge that even if it is declared non-quorate, that the resolution would not have changed, I just want to make sure that we do.
I will
Thank you.
come back to you, but as I say, if that was the case, then if it was me, I'd just take it back to the next meeting for it to be confirmed. But
Correct. I just want to make sure we
yes,
tick. Thank you.
but you did, and I do apologise.
I did ask Ross before I gave my apologies if the meeting could be held on Teams, and was advised that that wasn't possible, albeit I am aware that Charnwood hold their planning meetings on Teams. So I'm not quite sure. Do they not?
No. No. No, we don't hold the planning meetings on Teams. They have to be in person.
So it's called.
People provide comments and people are able to watch it on YouTube, but it's not carried out.
So people
Right.
can watch it, but
Yeah.
But you
yeah.
can't.
So this
Okay.
is so what you're addressing is what's called hybrid meetings, and we're
Yes.
not allowed at the moment to. The government very early on said that they were interested and they were moving forward to allow hybrid
Right.
meetings, so that some people, so you could be at home, we could be in the office, and you'd be able to take full part, but we don't have that at the moment.
Right. So in view of that, I did come back to Ross and say, well, actually, the earliest I could attend meetings is 5 o'clock, and I'm just aware that there are a number of people that gave apologies who were on the committee that potentially that's the same situation. Is there a reason why it was held at 1 o'clock rather than being an evening meeting?
That's the time that we've always held them. And if anybody who we have to invite to the meeting, it's in their day. Because if you invite them after 5 o'clock, then they're on overtime and things like that. But just as for the last 3-4 years, it's been 1 o'clock.
The downside of that, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Ross was going to put out a calendar meeting earlier, so that if it was possible, because I think Councillor Overton said if you let me know early enough, I can probably come along.
Yeah.
So I think Ross is aware of what Councillor Holyoake is saying, and he's not just dismissed it out of hand.
Yeah. Can I just ask a further question then?
Yeah.
Have they always been held on a Tuesday?
Yeah.
Well, it's just that if it's always held on a Tuesday, well, for me personally, I'm down in the far south of the county,
Right.
so I'll never be able to attend basically.
Well, going forward, we can probably sort something out.
A different
but,
day.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
There's nothing in stone, but it's just.
No, I just thought if we're going on previous practice
Yeah.
and it's always held on a Tuesday at 1,
Yeah.
there's
Yeah.
no point in being on the committee.
Yeah. Okay. But we're not expecting the decision now until January. So God knows why, but they took on this one. They took the football pitches out from around here, so the dog walkers can go and walk the dogs and do what they want to do.
Just to double check, the amendments, were all users made aware before your subcommittee meeting that this is what you were going to look at, and they were happy with the plan changes? They're in agreement with it, basically.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm in agreement with it.
Which users do you mean?
Do you mean the consultees?
Correct.
Ah,
Yes.
As I understand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Just on the
Yeah, go on.
On the minutes, it talks about the stakeholders, but doesn't actually outline who they are. So it says it was agreed that after we obtain the outline planning, it will be a good time to hold a public meeting with the cricket club
Yeah.
and other stakeholders. And I might be reading that incorrectly. Is it going to only be the cricket club, and who are the other stakeholders?
Well, obviously the football club.
Yeah.
And anybody else that's interested, like the revival committee might want to make the full, instead of using mesothelioma, they'll probably want to use that. You know, there's lots of people who are going to come out the woodwork once they know that, once it's planned, because getting the planning permission is the problem.
Yeah, I think it's a growing thing. Isn't
Yeah,
it?
you can't
say
go out and
the stakeholders might change and
Yeah.
grow.
because there's one football team already moved because it's took too long to the Birstall thing.
I was just thinking in particular, you know, like allotment societies,
Oh yeah.
youth leaders,
Yeah.
etc. So
Yeah.
I just wondered if it might be, I know you're saying, Megan, it might change, but to outline at the beginning who you would expect
Well,
to...
it's really open to anybody that wants to use it.
Okay.
You know, but I think in the first year, the running of it is going to be sort of as it comes, you know, because you're going to have the football club and cricket club, and then there might be somebody who wants to use it from 5 till 8 o'clock, or for a
Yeah.
bridge night or something, you know. You just don't know what's going to come out the woodwork.
But I mean, usually when you have something like this, Chairman, you no one would be turned away. You know, for instance, if I was a PE instructor and say, "Oh, a piece of land there, I could run my training." That I've got an interest. You don't know yet.
Well, that's that.
But I've got.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. Okay.
Anything else? Yeah.
Propose we note the report.
Okay. Seconded. All those in favour? It's unanimous. Consider the second quarter financial report, Appendix 6. Any questions on it? Sue?
It was agreed many meetings ago that the Seaton Road project would have its own header, and I appreciate some of these are kind of, you know, they're all together here, but it's what is included and set aside for that particular project, so Seaton Road, Housestead Road, etc. You know, I appreciate there's 360 says Seaton Road, but does that include some, you know, anything else? I know we've got grant funding here, etc., etc. But actually, if it comes under its own header, we would be clearer on what is for that project specifically.
Shall I have a word with Ross about that?
Definitely.
Yeah.
I mean, can't argue with, if it helps to understand
Yeah.
the budget, then I certainly will raise it.
And anybody else? No?
Thank you.
Propose we note the report.
We've got a second. Yeah. All those in favour? It's unanimous. Information item, notes from the Friends of Castle Gardens meeting held on the 9th of September. Any comments? No?
I want to just know how what's a good job they're doing.
Yeah?
I've lost track a bit. Have they had the next meeting or sat visit or to the?
Yeah, they have one the other day.
Yeah.
Yeah. I can't.
All right.
When's this one next?
That
September.
Was, that
Yeah,
was the
they
one when we
yeah.
met in the
I
park.
think they have had one, but I've not had the minutes.
Any other comments? No? Close the meeting then.
Before we close the meeting, Chair, can I just ask one question? So, whilst we've agreed the minutes from back in July, was it? June? Can we have the minutes a bit earlier? Because my mind's a bit fluffy and I've had to listen to an audio recording from the time to make sure the minutes reflect. I'll bring it up at council, but if you could also speak to the parish manager to see if we can start getting the minutes sooner, the draft minutes, because I know a lot of other entities do share beforehand, and then at least that way any amendments or suggestions can be done before they get published on the sites.
Happy with that? Yeah.
Thank you,
All
Chair.
right. Yeah.
Thank you.
I'll close the meeting then.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.